I'm not sure if it's just me. This ring light makes me look like 45. So yeah, I got a new ring light. Hello, boys and girls, and whoever might have clicked this video. If you're an alien, hello. Please come on my video one time. If you're not, don't. But basically, I'm making this video to say that I've had a lot weird going on in my life recently. A lot of, say, paranormal, a lot of spooky stuff happening. I don't know, you could probably just click this video and say, this guy's full of crap. This guy's full of crap, he's just talking about nonsense. But I need you to take this with sort of respect. Respect my word, respect what I've seen, respect what I've heard. And I guess the best way to get into this is just sort of cut into what happened or what I've seen, and then you can sort of believe what you want out of it. So I'd say the first thing that happened recently has been that a few nights ago I was talking to my mum. Every night it's like a ritual. She comes home from work, we sit and we talk. Or if I'm coming home from work, we sit and we talk. And towards the end of the night we went upstairs. We're walking up the stairs, she's walking ahead of me, and she turned around to talk to me, so I was talking to her, and I don't know if you do this, you like focus on something else. I looked into the doorway of the bathroom, which is like, imagine like a straight narrow hall, and at the end there's a door. I could see a child. Now I'll try and get a picture sort of what the kid looked like and put it up here. Looking at me, peeking like around the corner of the door, and I just froze in fear. I didn't know what to do. Obviously it's a child, I've got nothing to be scared of, but my mum said my face just dropped, and I thought, oh my god, what's that? I sort of just put it aside, but I got this like horrible feeling, and I believe in energies, that there's energies in the world, and you feel certain things because you're supposed to feel them, and I got this sort of feeling of sadness and lost. I don't know whether this was like the lost spirit of a child or something, but I got this strange, horrible, overwhelming feeling of like sadness and loss, like I was missing somewhere. So, skip forward a few days later. I was on the phone to my ex-girlfriend, and there was just suddenly like a static cut off of, I don't know, the phone just went weird, and I heard someone like talking, but like blurred and muffled and growly, like and then the phone just hung up, and she rang me back straight away and said, what was that? I said, what do you mean? She said, I just heard like a high-pitched wail, nothing else. I said, I don't have any idea what you're talking about. So that's another weird thing that's been going on. And my ex-girlfriend, as you know, has kids, 3 kids, and one night recently she told me that one of the youngest child, she's 1.5, and she was getting ready for bed, and usually if I'm there she'll come in and say goodnight to me and wave bye bye, and she was stood in the hallway waving goodbye into the front room. There's nobody in there. So obviously she goes in, checks, no one there. She goes there, takes her into the room with her, still nobody there. Child doesn't react to anything, but then on her way up the stairs again turns around and waves bye bye into the front room. Now they believe that children have some sort of ability to see more because their minds are sort of straight. They haven't had anything to sway them either way yet. They are more sustained to seeing spirits. They can feel energy better. They can sort of sense things that they shouldn't be able to sense because of their newness to the world. And I just found that crazy. But then I'll tell some extra little bits and bobs that have happened throughout the last, I'd say, few years. There are some other things I think, you know, something's amiss. Something's going on. So, quite recently, I noticed that there is a marking on our wall, and I know that there's a thing, I'm not too sure what it's called. There is a thing where people can sort of see faces where there aren't faces. But there is a sort of a sad-looking Asian woman's face in the wall, like marked into the wall, in the wallpaper, like design. And the woman who lived in the house I currently live in was Asian. But she died in the house. She died in this house. And it's not just that creeps me out. It turns out that there's a little bit of a family history between my family and this Asian lady. That she had a dog many, many years ago. And my granddad, when he was a young lad, was quite a ruffian. A bit of a bad boy. And he stole the dog and sold it. Or a friend of his, he'd helped a friend of his steal the dog to sell, or something along those lines. And this woman hated my granddad for this act, obviously, like most people would. Bless his soul, he's not with us anymore. I hope he's with me somewhere in this video. He could be with me right now, but I hope that he is. But then we've had some weird things happen in this house. We've had some questionable things happen. There's always a sort of uneasy feeling of dread constantly when you're alone. It's not like, I get that, you know, being on your own in general isn't very pleasant. It's not very nice, especially in a big house. It's a big house. Being on your own is not nice, but there's always a sort of uneasy, negative energy surrounding the house. I don't know, I can't be certain that the spirit of this woman is not trapped in this house, or is unsettled by the fact that the family of a man that she once despised lives within this house, within these walls. I can't be fully certain that this woman's spirit is not haunting this house. To think that that's possible is not just scary, but it's also unsettling for me, because I think that possibly what's stopping her from being bad? What's stopping her from being negative? And to see the spirit of a child, I'm not sure what this plays into any of this. Could be her child, it could be a child that lived here, it could be just a child who's got lost on their way and bumped into me or into this house. But I feel like sometimes these walls in this house are a curse sometimes. Like, I'm sure if my brother was here now, he'd tell you that there is this negative energy. There is a bad thought and a bad feeling that lingers in this house. I'm not too sure what it is, but the fact that we've had so much happening outside of the home, I've just had some mad happenings recently. Obviously, I'll keep you updated. I might even make a follow-up video, a part 2. I probably will make a part 2. I'm going to go to my ex-girlfriend's house, the house I used to live in. Obviously, I don't live there anymore, but I'll get her and we'll record me and her talking about it, and she can tell you some of the things that she's been seeing in that house too, because I don't know, I used to get this very, very similar feeling from the house I used to live in with her. There used to be some strange things going on in that house. Like, I'll save that for the video. You definitely be getting that video at some point. Sorry as well that there has been a bit of hiatus. I've not made a video in like 2 weeks. I've had a lot going on, so to quickly put it for you, I can now because of the situation. Me and my girlfriend broke up. I'm not going to disclose why. I'm not going to disclose what caused it to happen, but we broke up. We're still friends, obviously. You can hear me talking about it quite a lot during this video. We're still friends. We still see each other a lot. You know, hopefully there'll be a potential time when we get back together, but there's a lot that needs to happen from now till then for that to happen. But as you can see, I'm recording from my mum's house. I'm back living here for the foreseeable. So videos are going to slow down slightly, possibly, due to, one, I've been working a lot. We've been very short-staffed at my job, so I've been working quite a lot trying to get a bit of money. 2, I'm getting used to my environment a bit more. You know, not living with my girlfriend and now living with my mum. And 3, I think that, you know, it's hard to just throw yourself into something when you've got a lot going on in here, in your brain. Obviously, it's not for me to disclose what happened. It's not for me to disclose, you know, what's next for my life, or It's not for me to disclose, you know, a lot of things around the situation, because that's private, and this isn't. This is a private space. This is a public space for you guys to watch videos, listen to me talk about some stuff, and hopefully get to know me a little bit better. If you want to see a part 2, just let me know. Say, yeah, it's gonna come anyway. It'll come regardless. But I just feel like there's been so much going on recently. I've been and ahhing about talking about it, and it's just been such a... it's been like, I've gotten shivers now around the back of my neck. I feel like it's just been something I've needed to talk about for a good few weeks, because it's been happening for 2 months, 3 months. Little bits and bobs of things happening, and it's just creepy. Really, really creepy. So, I've been Gilliboy Jr. This is just a quick talking video telling you, you know, some of the spooky dooky things. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll catch you guys later. Make sure to like and subscribe, comment, tell me what you like. You know, have you had any ghostly experiences? Because I know I have. I know a lot of people I know have. But I'll catch you later. Thank you for watching. Mwah.